Looks like it's going to be Sean Ashe and his big booming break to start things off. Here's a cruncher. And he's not going to get kicked in off. I thought for a second he was certain to do so. But it's Ashe and Billingham who get first poke at these.
I mean, Sean should have a big break on him. He's a huge man, isn't he? It's looks like he's just tapping the pack and generates a lot of power. And this is a good split, but not a certain split by any stretch. Yellow's the choice, so 2 yellows in the bottom half of the table. If the yellow directly to the right of the 8-ball passes to bottom right hand corner, then this is a really nice layout because the other yellow does pass to bottom left. But I'm not sure it does, so some balls to work out here. I wonder if they thought the red might go and do some work down the table there. Jaden just pointed his cue, so maybe he's thinking about trying to work it so they can get to the right side of the yellow that's causing the problems here and take it to left centre. Got an angle to do that now, but the other yellow's in the way. So just goes to move them around. Not perfect, but there's a shot available.
Yeah, not perfect at all.
I think you have to take the one to the right of the 8-ball here. You could take the other one and then you're going into the red, but you're not guaranteed to finish. And obviously that yellow to the right of the 8-ball is still a problem.
Do you go top left or top right with it?
If it goes top left, you go top left. If it only goes top right, then obviously that is your only choice.
Well, it looked like it went top right. Yeah, top left, I should say. Jaden goes the other way. And I'm not sure they're on it here.
A little bit unfortunate if he's not on either yellow here. Played that beautifully. Used the 8 to control. And if that 8 goes a quarter turn more, they're fine on the one in the middle. Or if the cue ball stops a quarter turn short, they're one on the bottom. So a little bit unlucky. Oh no, they were on the one at the top.
Got his line wrong though, Sean Ashe. Got his line wrong.
That was close. That was close. Any more on the underside of that red and that would have tracked in. It's certainly going to slow up Jimmy and Rob here because it's taken a pocket away from them. But they're still huge favourites to win the frame. Might not be at this visit. I think it will be unlikely to be at this visit. You've got to appreciate 2 of the most attacking players in the game discussing a safety shot for the first visit of the night for them. Quite rightly the right choice, but these 2 can go whole tournaments without playing a safety shot between them. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. I don't think he can get to the right side cushion, not without bending it a long way. Well, he's going to try. Got to bend this quite a long way. Yeah, too much, too soon. And that should open everything up for the 𝗡𝗃𝗃𝗃 combo. I wonder if there's any thought to taking that one to the top right and dealing with the other one at the top of the table. Get those 2 out of the way back to back and then deal with the ones at the bottom. Decided to leave that one at the top and go back for it. I mean, it's a wide open table, so I don't see it causing any real issues for them.
Two of the very best single ball potters on the entire tour here, Jimmy Croxton and Rob Wharne.
Yeah, grimace from Jimmy though. That was a strange one. I don't know why you wouldn't pull that one back a couple of inches, and gives you more control. It's slightly just off straight the wrong way here, so the pot obviously is no problem at all. It's just getting perfect on this ball at the top of the table. It's pretty good.
Two good players, they figured it out and they get the job done.
You're absolutely right though. Two great cueists, two of the better potters on the tour. Rob is certainly has a game that's tailored towards his potting, and
Jimmy does as well.
And Jimmy does as well. A slightly different way, but he certainly does as well. And they've both got backgrounds in snooker and both play incredibly high level at snooker, and both had professional snooker player partners in last year's competition. So, very similar players.
Rob's been working hard this year, I think, on approaching Monday nights the right way. And you could hear in his interview there, and indeed on the post that I saw him stick out on social media before the got going tonight, that he's very determined to take the Pairs Cup for what it is. It's an event to be enjoyed first. And if you do that and do well, then fantastic. You can take it more seriously as the event goes on. But don't almost put too much stock in how tonight goes, because the formats are too volatile and too much going on. Interesting. Jimmy up and about with this one as well.
Yeah, I agree with what you were saying. I mean, he wears his heart on his sleeve. He cares so deeply, and I love seeing it. It's great to watch somebody that will really show you how much it cares. What a shot that is. Oh, it's been a little... No, it's dropped him from that red at the bottom left. That was very impressive, that shot there. Wow. He's won a frame in one shot.
Yeah, fabulous shot. We'll take a look at it again in a moment.
He obviously hasn't won the frame yet, but you give him the layout he had after that 100 times. I'd be disappointed not to win it 100 times.
Have a watch of that. That's a fabulous shot from Rob Wharne.
And really, really, really important that both yellows went in, which, you're not 100% certain when playing that shot. You're hoping that if the ball does stop over the pocket, you can have a line through to it. But making both just made the frame, because if the ball sits over the pocket, it's actually still very well guarded. It might be very difficult to get to. So both falling in, one shot in, he'd won the frame. It was very, very impressive.
22 frames today.
Dry break from Jaden. It's all going the Jimmy Rob way right now. Didn't quite square that one up.
Extension call.
Little cluster bottom left. Little problem there. That's what he's thinking about. The layout at the top is fine on both yellows or reds, because the yellow does go past the red to top right, the one he's fairly straight on now.
Yellow ball's in play.
yellow might go. Well, it definitely passes the red, but can you get to the potting angle? Now, if he decides it can't, and it doesn't look like he can from the angles we have, then you'd want to move into it. But he's leaving it late to try and do that. And of course, the 8-ball isn't in the wide open, it's at the bottom of the table, so you don't want to be doing it very late. So is he playing this as though you can get to the potting angle? Because it does make a difference. I think he's playing this as though he can get on it. Could have maybe got to it off that shot there. He's got an angle here where he could use the red potentially to hold as well. Only problem with that is that now he has to leave a good angle on the yellow to get on the 8-ball, and that isn't guaranteed. The red could be in the way here. Needs to get pretty close to straight, or go past the straight to the left-hand side if he can get to the bottom of the cue ball here. Yeah, he's fine.
Perfect shot on this yellow to track down for Jimmy Croxton. Very, very tidy visit to the table. In goes the 8-ball, and a little ripple from his old mate, his old doubles partner, Liam White. Danger Mouse in the house alongside the real star of the show, Teddy White. Jimmy just keeping himself warm. He looks like he's been in warmer climes recently. Sporting a fabulous tan is the Joker. Looks like he's getting the hair to match as well.
Enjoying his 40s by the looks of things, as he's just turned.
Life begins at 40, Jimmy. That's what they say. Can you confirm, Si?
Yes.
No need to elaborate either. Fantastic break from Rob Ward there, who's absolutely creamed these. He's hit 2 breaks tonight, Rob, and they've both been absolute howitzers right up the middle of the table as well. And he'll be watching that cue ball thinking, don't you dare get kicked off when I hit you that good.
He does have such a big break on him, and you know, this is how we like to watch him play. Smash them open and roll them in. Delicate little dinky one to start with for Jimmy if they want to go reds. He could cue the one in to bottom left first. It would be the easier opening shot, but then you've got to get back on the one by the 8-ball.
Red ball's in play. No.
Well, decided to try and move that red rather than play on it because it was guarded.
Well, it couldn't have come out any better, really. That shot has worked out perfectly, hasn't it?
If it drops in right centre, it has, yeah, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure it does.
They've looked good here, haven't they? They've been on it from ball 1. There's an intensity to the way that Jimmy's playing tonight. He's almost, just slightly more methodical than normal in terms of, working it out, the mental side of it.
All that warm weather training he's been doing. Oh, Rob, mistake.
Yeah, wasn't planning on flicking the yellow on the way through.
That went independently as well. Jimmy with a little giggle. Oh, it's such a big error from Rob, that. Can Jimmy find a way? Looking at, 3 cushions here?
Yeah, 2, I think. Right, you could get it off the third, but the line's on 2, and
oh, he wasn't a million miles off. He really wasn't. Great effort from the Joker.
And I'll tell you what, hitting the red and not fouling there is huge, because if he doesn't hit the red and he fouls, cue ball in hand, they're going to mop up quickly, and then it's their break. So this is just taking time out the match. This is all good for Jimmy and Rob. They'll do the same thing again, use the full allotment of time here. They're in the 15 seconds a shot part of the match now, so it will happen quickly.
It's a very, very hard snooker that Jaden just put them in.
They've got to take a risk here and try and pop it all open and go. There's no benefit from playing safe and winning it the slow way. You've got to win it the quick way.
Perfect angle to screw into those 2 yellows if he wants to. Nice little shot that from Sean Ashe.
Sean should have probably screwed past it rather than into it there. It was absolutely fine where it was, and easy enough for him just to bite the cue ball and go past it. Going into it was adding an element of risk they didn't need.
Wants that to keep travelling. It's okay. It's a good shot. Not all over yet then.
Almost overhit it.
We got into that a bit.
It's fine.
We played such a good line. He just tracked the 8 ball the whole way. That was a little bit rushed though from Sean Ashe. Just a little bit rushed. Could have afforded to take a second. Now Jimmy Croxton has to cue one in. And if he does, it's a 4-0 victory. Oh, he's not done both, has he? Wow. Wow.
I think it's fine. I think this does clip in. Maybe not, the way that Rob's looking.
In it goes. Cue ball is okay. Well, 4-0 win then for Jimmy Croxton and Rob Wharne. It's an excellent start for the pair of them. They played some brilliant stuff in that match, apart from one little error in the 4th frame. But in the end, they got the job done. They are into the 2nd round of matches, top of the leaderboards.